we find basically the same 5 root causes: low trust, lack of focus, poor capability, weak commitment, and delayed results. We call these in our research the 5 widening gaps. And if a company has low trust, you'll see things like infighting between departments, hidden agendas, etc. When they have a lack of focus, you'll see way too many initiatives or competing priorities. The companies with poor capability have a difficult time getting the right person for the job, or they have unclear roles, etc. And so companies with weak commitment, inconsistent leadership example, they play favorites and they have rewards that are misaligned. And then, of course, the companies with delayed results, well, unclear goals, lack of accountability, no feedback on results. So let's take a time out here for a second, and let's just ask, maybe see by the show of hands, if any of you have seen any of these widening gaps in your organizations.
We just launched a quick poll on that. So as we're getting into the root causes, why are they called the widening gaps? Why not just the 5 gaps?
Well, it seems like, and again, if you think back to the graphic where we showed the different path of ascent, where the 10 change masters were doing awesome, the change failures, the gap got wider and wider as time went on. Mm-hmm. And so these are widening gaps because if they're not addressed, they'll actually be a cancer in the organization and continue to drive performance down.
Perfect. Perfect. It looks like we have about half of the people have voted so far, so we're going to hold it open for a couple more seconds. But what we're seeing, and we'll display this in a second, is pretty typical. And so we'll talk a little bit about